If you think you know Miraculous, you should definitely check out this quiz that we made, a bunch of obscure references and stuff that you can test your knowledge about Miraculous Ladybug on Miraculous Ladybug at Nino. This is the official Cartoon Universe quiz, son. So if you're obsessed with Miraculous, you want to test your knowledge, I'm challenging you right now, face to face. Not face to face, but microphone to ear. Let's go with that. Amino is basically a series of apps. They're kind of like subreddits. There's a place where you can just show your fan art, discuss fan theories, talk with other fans of your favorite things. They've got everything you can possibly imagine. They've got TV, movies, lifestyle, all that good stuff. Steven Universe, Star vs. the Force of Evil, and of course they've got Miraculous. They have this crazy avatar thing that's kind of like the iPhone X emojis, and it's freaking me out.
I am the ghost of cartoon hiatuses, fear me.
Follow us right here at Cartoon Universe. Take the quiz, screenshot your score, and then tweet us at CartoonUV and let us know what score you got. See if you can beat us. We will leave a link in the description down below where you can download Miraculous Ladybug Amino. Go check it out. It's a good time. Now here's the video. What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today's gonna be sort of a compilation of info that we know so far about Miraculous. As many of you may know, they're pretty liberal when it comes to revealing information, much more liberal than Star and Steven Universe, Thomas Ostrog, creator, and Zag in general. They usually tell us a lot about Miraculous before we really should know much. We knew about, you know, Alia's new Kwame. We know about some other new Kwame that's going to be coming out. Like we just know. We have so much info, and there's a lot to kind of keep track of. So this is going to be kind of a compilation. These are all the things that we know so far that have yet to be officially revealed in the show itself. So I'm just basically just going to be a compilation of all this stuff that we know and that we've seen that we haven't actually got to experience officially in the show just yet. So the first ones are going to go over these tweets from 2016. This is from Ladybug Cartoon. These tweets have since been deleted. First says, more breaking news. Thomas Ostrog said that he might include the past Ladybugs in the show if he gets a good story for them. So we knew about that. That's like I said, that's pretty old. So that's pretty cool. If we can get some sort of flashback about the old Miraculous holders, that'd be pretty dope. And then said, even more breaking news. Thomas Ostrog says that it's difficult for Marinette to get Akumatized because she's an optimistic person. So we've seen her kind of get down and out on herself, sort of self-conscious and not super not having super high self-esteem, but I don't think we've seen her really genuinely very angry or very sad. So that's pretty interesting, although I would say Adrian would probably be even harder to akumatize than Marinette would be, so I could actually see an episode going down. But this does confirm that she can be akumatized. Her Ladybug Kwame is not stopping her from being akumatized, so it is possible. It says it's just difficult, so that's pretty interesting. And then next says, breaking news, Thomas Ostrog has confirmed at Japan Weekend that he is planning for Miraculous Ladybug to have 6 seasons and maybe more. So right now we're on season 2. We have season 3 100% confirmed, and they're planning to go up to 6 seasons. So this is kind of a big thing. They have a lot of stuff that they're really trying to plan. They're very ambitious. They have got a live action movie in 2020. They want to get to 6 seasons, which probably going to take up to at least 2020, 2021, 2022. It's gonna be a while before we even get to that point. Hopefully by that point we have a lot of lore and stuff. But yeah, so that we're on season 2 now, so look forward to about 4 more seasons of Miraculous. And this kind of goes along with that. This is actually a pretty recent tweet. Thomas Ostrog said, keep in mind there were always 52 episodes ahead of fans. Everything's done before you even know it exists. So that's pretty big. So that means they're 52 ahead. I mean, that's pretty insane. Like, that's an insane amount to be ahead by. So right now we're in mid-season 2, so they're 52 episodes ahead. So that means, I think that means they're on season 4 or so by now, if I'm not mistaken, because season 2 is more or less finished. So this means 52 episodes would be past season 3, because each season gets about 26 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. So that's about 2 seasons. It's about 2 seasons or so ahead of what we're actually doing. So they're about at season 4, which is pretty nuts. So that more or less confirms that season 4 is being worked on. Then we've got this character named Luca Kofane. She's a character. He is Julika's older brother. I thought that was a girl. I don't know why I assumed Luca was a girl. Older brother and a new student at Collège Francois Dupont, who attracts Marinette. So I guess Marinette is feeling Luca Kofane. If you don't remember who Julika is, that's Julika. I don't really remember how to say their names. But yeah, so that's gonna be the older brother of her. So that's gonna be interesting. We got another love interest. He's probably gonna get akumatized or something like that. And another character we got is Anasi. Anasi, possibly also known as Nancy, which is interesting translation. It's a character designed by Thomas Oshchak, who will appear in season 2, so she'll be appearing pretty soon. Thomas posted preliminary sketches of her on his Twitter August 13, 2016. Jeez, that was almost 2 years ago, my boy. Crazy. So physical appearance, concept art, we can see her right here. Ansi is brown skin, muscular, with golden brown hair, as seen in preliminary sketches. Her hair appears to be in dreadlocks, tied back into a ponytail. Civilian attire, there's the concept art. This is her. I don't think we know much about her, who she is. She almost seems to resemble Alia in a sense. She looks like she could be related to her, maybe. It's interesting here. It says one preliminary sketch of Anasi showed her wearing orange shorts, white sneakers, and blue socks appear to be shin guards, and a small blue shirt with a small spider drawn on the left side. Another preliminary sketch showed the spider design covering the whole shirt, which suggests that she may have an alternate form as a hero villain. So again, she might get akumatized. One sketch, her name is shown to be printed as Anasi. Another sketch is Nancy. So we don't really know what her true name is going to end up being. Maybe Anasi is just the French version and Nancy would be the English version. But what's interesting is Anasi's existence was first teased in an earlier tweet by Thomas Oshchak, where he asked the question, afraid of spiders. So it's possible that if she does get akumatized, here we have more sketches of her. If she does get akumatized, she might be afraid of spiders, and that might be what causes it, and she might be some type of spider villain, so that'd be pretty dope. Lapon, I think that's how you say that. This is, of course, the holder of the Peacock Miraculous. We still don't know who this is gonna be. Is upcoming Miraculous holder that will appear by the end of season 2, so she'll be coming up relatively soon. And in season 3, she will be Hawkmoth's boss. We got that confirmed. I saw that myself at LA Comic-Con in 2016. They did confirm that. She wields the Peacock Miraculous, and her Kwame is Dusu. Her civilian form is unknown. So obviously, we've been speculating that this person is most likely Natalia. That seems to make the most sense from her color scheme to the fact that she's very close with Gabriel Grest, who we know does have the Peacock Miraculous in his possession. So this is definitely going to be interesting to see her, but we are going to see her by the end of season 2, so it shouldn't be too much long of a wait. Hopefully they don't spend too much time on civilians getting akumatized, and hopefully we get to this pretty soon. And there is, of course, the confirmed chibi show for Miraculous. It's gonna be like a little mini special. They've actually posted some clips of this on their Instagram, so if you want to follow Thomas Oshchak or Jeremy Zag, I think they both post they posted little tiny clips and storyboards from this, but this is a little sneak peek of the chibi Ladybug. Very kawaii, I must say. And it's going to be releasing sometime this year, and it's going to be basically a series. Okay, it's a series plan, comedic short, slapstick, and no dialogue. So there's not going to be any dialogue. They're not going to talk. It's just going to be sort of Looney Tunes-esque, but a nice little mini chibi series. Here we have another episode that's called Troublemaker, an upcoming episode of 2nd season. So again, we're probably going to see this pretty soon, considering that this seems to be more or less just a regular general episode. Here's a person who gets akumatized into Troublemaker, and that character is Penny Rolling, who is Jagged Stone's agent. I did not remember her at all, but she's going to get akumatized. So there actually are a good amount of people who have not been akumatized yet. It feels like so many people have already gotten akumatized that I kind of forgot about some of these characters as being possibilities. So then we've got the Queen's Fight, and this one looks really dope. It's upcoming special trilogy of episodes in season 2. Again, coming up pretty soon, but it looks like this trilogy basically follows 3 different akumatized villains. We've got Style Queen right here, which is going to be one villain. We don't know who her actual character is going to be, who she comes from. She might be someone entirely new. I don't know if we've actually theorized about who this could possibly be. So she's going to be the first villain to get akumatized in this trilogy. And then we've got Queen Wasp, who obviously seems to be Chloe, and this is most likely going to be before she gets her B Miraculous, I would imagine. So that's pretty dope. That means that Chloe getting a Miraculous can't be too far behind this episode. And then we have Maledictor, which I think roughly translates to dictator, and if you look at his body, it looks to be the mayor bourgeois, so it's probably mayor bourgeois more or less, considering his body, and he's a dictator. Maybe this is Chloe's mom. I don't know if we've seen Chloe's mom, so this would be just like the whole family getting akumatized, I guess one by one. So I wonder if there's like a connecting event that makes them all akumatized. But yeah, that is coming this season, so we don't have to wait too long for that either. Okay, so we do know Chloe's mom, sort of. Her name is apparently Audrey Bourgeois, and that's Chloe's mom. And she was in the episode Despair Bears. We could see her really quick in a flashback as she walks away from Chloe. So that looks like that's probably her. So yeah, that seems to be the whole family. Definitely an interesting trilogy. I'm looking forward to seeing that. For Vigoda, I can't show this because he's it's a spoiler. It's a leak. And last time we showed leaks on this channel, we got sniped. We got sniped by Zag. So we're not going to show this, but. It does seem like this episode is going to be focusing on a guest star called Danny Boone. He's a French comedian, and he turns into a clown. And that's all we're going to talk about. Roasting Noble is an episode coming up. Don't know what that means. That's a thing. And then we have a character named Frozer. I'm not going to show his thing either because I'm pretty sure this is a leak, but he's an ice villain. That's all I'm going to say right there. And then Captain Hard Rock. Maybe they are type of rival to Jagastone, some other sort of musician. They might be jealous that Jagastones get all the attention. I don't know why they're a pirate though, so your guess is as good as mine. Again, I can't show you this because it is a leak. And then we have a press release here. I don't know if this is okay to show yet because last time we showed it, it was a problem. So I don't want any problems with this with Zag or anything, so we're not going to show this whole video. But basically in this video we did see that Ladybug and Cat Noir, they could transform. So they basically had like underwater forms, they had some ice skating forms, which is, I don't know how that's going to come into play. I'm guessing that's going to be during the Frozer episode. But yeah, they looked really cool, and the Kwame actually transform with them. So that's something we've yet to see, and I believe that's going to be for season 2 because it is part of the season 2 press release trailer. So again, we have a lot of new stuff coming this season, so I'm curious when all that stuff is going to really start rolling in. Pretty sure this is okay to show because it was actually at a convention, but basically the Miraculous can, at least for Ladybug's Miraculous, it can transform into different things. As you can see here, they all change colors and they'll have different abilities, and basically they're based off of different gems. We ain't Steven Universe in here, but they're all based off different gems. So basically the Miraculous itself can, it looks like, absorb, or maybe the yo-yo potentially can absorb different gems and have a different power depending on the gem. So there's the Stone of the Sun, which gives Marinette a flying power, Pearl of Mysteries, which gives her infinite lucky charms, which that's pretty broken, gotta say. Pearl of the Heart, cure the something, that might be cure the Akumatized or something along those lines. That might be a little OP. I don't know how that would even work, so it seems cure something. And then Pearl of the Sea, breathe and move underwater. That's probably has to do with her new underwater form. And Stone of the Moon, blank and blank in space. So I'm assuming that might be breathe in space. Are we going to space though? Hello. So yeah, so Pearl of the Sea, breathe and move, swim underwater. This is by the way, shout out to Piku-chan on Tumblr for posting this. This seems to be their idea. But basically Pearl of the Sea, breathe and move / swim underwater. Stone of the Sun, flying power. That's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, I guess we'll probably get some ladybug wings finally. Stone of the Moon, fly and breathe in space. So I'm guessing you could fly and breathe in space, which means we're going to space. That sounds really exciting. And then we have Pearl of Mysteries, infinite lucky charms. So this is pretty crazy because this means that she gets herself into a situation where she needs more than one lucky charm. She usually only needs one. I think there was a couple times she needed to do it twice, but that was after she transformed. So that's cool. And then Pearl of the Heart, cure the Akumatized, maybe. Again, that would kind of defeat the purpose unless, you know, Lepone, who is the Peacock Miraculous holder, really just takes over completely, and basically Hawkmoth doesn't become an issue, and then Akumatized people aren't even a problem at that point. So I guess healing the Akumatized would just be kind of a side thing and it wouldn't be that big a deal, and then the real villain, the real threat would be Lepone and whatever she's able to do. This is of course Queen Bee. Obviously, you know, Chloe's becomes the Bee Miraculous holder. That is not news. Don't need to talk about that. That is completely well-known information. And then this is Carapace. I can't show this one. This is a spoiler, but it's Nino's Kwame. Or Nino becomes a Miraculous holder. That's, again, we kind of get a hint of that in the season intro. So it's like, yeah, no doubt. That's pretty much obviously Nino. That's not a secret. So yeah. Anyway, not gonna show the picture though. Can't snipe me for not showing a picture. Okay, then we've got Ladybug in New York City. This was confirmed on Instagram, so we know that Ladybug is going to be traveling the world. We don't know what context, we don't know why, but this is going to be its own thing eventually. It's coming soon, so again, no idea when that's happening. That's pretty dope. And then in the same vein as that, we do have she goes to China at some point. And again, don't know how that's gonna all tie in, but it's really cool world building. Can't wait to see what other heroes are out there, maybe other Miraculous holders. But yeah, that's the picture they posted on Instagram. I love this art style a lot, actually. It's really pretty. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Then we have a Halloween special, which I actually did not know this was gonna happen. It's an upcoming 52-minute special episode of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug Cat Noir. According to Thomas Ostruck, at best it will premiere in 2018, which means it's probably not gonna come in 2018. Although which country's world premiere and then is unknown. Since then, as revealed at an event writer series, it might be canceled, though it is possible if a 4th season happens. So it looks like a 4th season is going to be happening considering Thomas Ostruck's last tweet. But this looks cool. I love this art style. I almost wish the show was in this art style instead of CG. But yeah, so this could be canceled. I feel like it's going to get canceled. I feel like they might be spreading themselves so thin that they might not even have time to do this. But if they end up doing it, that'd be pretty cool. And this is concept art posted by Jeremy Zag. Again, really cool. So this is basically in the vein of the Christmas special, but it's Halloween. So if it does get canceled, which it probably will not air this year, it'll air in the 4th season, whenever the hell that happens. And I was actually here for this one. This was at LA Comic-Con back in 2016, and basically it was confirmed that one fan would end up getting Akumatized in season 3 as a new character. So that's pretty cool. I actually forget who won. I was actually in this. I don't even know if I'm in this video, like if you can see me in the back anywhere. I doubt it though. I was like all the way in the back. But yeah, basically they Akumatized some fan. They were handing out all this random stuff to all the people in the audience. And yeah, someone got picked to be Akumatized. I think it's this girl right here. If my computer would load, that'd be fantastic right here. So I think that this is the girl that is getting Akumatized. That's really cool. I love when like companies do this sort of thing where they have the fans kind of join in the canon in some way, shape, or form. So that's going to be happening in season 3. So we got a little bit of ways to go until that happens. Apparently Alia has a 3rd sibling, so that could be what's her face from a second ago. What's her name? Anasi. That could be Anasi. So that could be Alia's 3rd sibling. She might be an older sibling. So we do know that it's a thing. Nino has a relative whose name is Chris Lahith, I guess. And apparently in this Periscope stream is a long stream, so I'm not going to go through all of it, but apparently they did confirm that there were going to be more LGBTQ characters in the series, so that's good. Good representation, get that progression. We have a live action Miraculous movie coming out in 2020. That's pretty self-explanatory. And then Hawkmoth gets a new helper. So I guess maybe Hawkmoth is going to get sort of a sidekick, maybe, or unless this is referring to the person who's going to be Hawkmoth's boss, which is the holder of the Peacock Miraculous. Don't know. So this is a lot. This is a lot to take in. It's a lot of information. This is just so much. We know so much about this series and the next couple seasons and even beyond. And we're still in season 2, and they're just giving us all this information. I kind of wish they were a little more quiet, but it does get a lot of hype around the series because at least for the 1st season, I think they didn't get to do exactly what they wanted to do because there was a lot of lore and story bits that they wanted to add in, but they didn't have time to write. So I guess they're trying to get people hyped about all the new stuff that's going to be happening and how they're going to build upon the world. Although I do wish they would just do it instead of talking about it. But again, it looks like they have a lot of stuff planned, a lot of exciting stuff. So I'm hoping that this becomes more the norm in the series itself and not just at events and interviews and stuff like that. But what do you guys think? Do you have any questions or theories about what any of this information could possibly be? When do you think we're going to see all this stuff? Let us know in the comments down below. And of course, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we cover more Miraculous stuff. I've been Michael Williams, you've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.